Okay, so bit of a disclaimer. Typically, I would go through the whole unboxing and seeing everything for the first time with you guys, but this is a special pickup, so I may or may not have already looked at the boot. But I'm still gonna, act like it's all good and act like I never saw before, all right? All right, cool. Okay, so another thing that I should mention, this really isn't going to be a typical unboxing because the package came to me with the seal already broken. So, that's how it came. It's open. That's how it came. So with all of that being said, welcome to Piece of the Puzzle. So this is a really special pickup for me. I know that I said that about all my pickups, but this one is different. This one is a boot that I've waited about 6-ish months to receive, and not in the typical sense of I waited until the release date. No, I had to essentially pre-order these, and they didn't ship out until December 13th. They were supposed to ship out December 13th, some difficulties, all that stuff, so they didn't get here until January 3rd. I'm recording this January 6th or 7th or something like that. So, bit of a different vibe for me. This was basically a pre-order. Now I received it, and so now I'm gonna do an unboxing with you guys because I do want to go over some stuff about this boot. I do think it's really special. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. It's a style that I wanted to branch out to. I've been embracing more of that rock and roll, Western rock star kind of aesthetic, and these kind of boots are right up that alley. I've basically got everything else in the wardrobe. I just needed the footwear, And so that's what these boots are gonna do. For those of you who aren't familiar with the whole Wyatt boot craze, Yves Saint Laurent, they've been kind of like pioneers, at least in recent memory, with the whole Wyatt boot, and their version is I won't say the premium version, but it comes at a premium cost. So theirs can run upwards of $800 to $1,000. If you're lucky, you can find them within that range pre-owned, and I think brand new ones can even run over 1,000 from what I remember seeing time and time again. So, of course, like any other person who doesn't just have $1,000 to shell out, I looked for alternatives. And I've come across a few alternatives that were decent, but didn't quite match the aesthetic of the YSL. What I'm gonna do, I'll put an image right here so that way you can see just how, damn near perfect the silhouette is on the YSL. And these boots, I feel, match that silhouette pretty much to the T. And so I wanna just put more information, more videos out there for people who are looking for an alternative. They can have more video options to see just what this boot is like. Because there's honestly not even that many videos out there to be able to see this boot in a clear format anyway. This isn't a typical release. This company, their story at fall, and I'll even maybe put that right here for you to see. Story at fall, they do not just have these sitting for you to go to the website and purchase. I had to pre-order these because they released them in batches. And the window between pre-order and release is a couple of months. So you're gonna have to be patient, but from what I've seen so far, the patience is worth it if you're really trying to get that Yves Saint Laurent aesthetic to the T. All right, so let's go ahead and I guess do the unboxing and just go over things that I like, things that I have to get used to, and just my overall thoughts, okay? I'm supposed to act like we're doing it for the first time. All right, so now's the time. Let's go ahead and get it open, see what it's like. Oh, I wonder what it looks like. Okay, so, oh, well, okay. Let's go over that. Sorry, it's been a while. So on the inside of the box, okay, firstly, it doesn't even come in a typical box. You know, if it did, we would be doing the whole and flipping the thing and yada yada yada. But instead, it comes in a box that folds open. I don't even know how to describe it. On the inside, you can't see that. Oh jeez, on the inside it says up top, obsessively crafted Italy. Obsessively crafted Italy. Okay, all right. That says story at fall. Okay, yeah. Okay. I'm ripping up the box. Okay. Let's take this out. I will say this: the packaging is fantastic. The packaging is honestly and truly fantastic. The presentation is great. It comes with a ribbon thing, whatever, so you can just take it off like that. It acts as a handle when it's going across, and it looks nice. You know, it looks nice. It looks luxurious. It looks like it's got some class. This envelope is basically a set of care instructions, right? So this item has been crafted under the guidance of a master artisan, Mauro Guerini, in Montegranaro, Italy. And it even has a code of why can't I speak today? A code of authenticity, kind of like when you buy special meats from, you know, Spain or whatever, and they give it like the seal of approval, like this was, you know, cared for and all of that under a special butcher, a seal of authenticity. Presentation of our craftsmanship. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it basically tells you, you know, all that they go through to make sure that it's up to code, it meets their, you know, quality standards and all of that stuff. What you should expect with leather, you know, breaking it in, scars, all of that, because it's a unique pair unto itself. Guidelines for leather care. So how to care for these boots, because if you're gonna spend this kind of money, you want to the best of your ability, take care of your boots. And then just some knowledge, guidelines, rules of thumb when it comes to full grain leather and suede leather. And for those of you who did not know, suede is leather. Yes, suede is literally leather. So the presentation, it makes you feel like you've purchased something of high value. I can always appreciate that, the little steps that companies would take to really show, for one, how much they care about their product, but how much they want you to care about their product. Yeah, and so now let's go ahead and take a look at the boot themselves. The boots themselves. The boots themselves. The boot itself. All right, so it comes with like a lot of paper covering it. There's like special paper. I will say this right off the bat, they have the best dust bags I've ever held, noticed, witnessed, held, whatever in my life. It has story at fall, made in Italy, right there. And dude, the dust bag, it's stretchy, velvety in a sense. It feels, everything so far, before you even get to the boot, everything so far feels luxurious. Everything feels, it even comes with this nice styrofoam to separate the two boots, because why not? Why not? You going through the contents, getting to the actual boot, you're already thinking, man, I made a premium purchase, if that makes sense. Here they are, the Wyndham boot This one is, oh jeez, where's the Wyndham 2553 R20. I don't really know what those numbers mean, but they have two versions of the Wyndham. One that comes with a removable strap and one that does not come with a removable strap. I believe I paid about maybe $20 more for this version, and I'll link to the price of the other version so you can see. But I believe I paid about $20 more for this one because I wanted that option of being able to remove the buckle whenever I didn't want to just look super rock starry. Like maybe I'm wearing it with the suit and I want it to look just a little more appropriate, event appropriate. I have that option. Or maybe I just don't want to wear the buckle that day whenever I'm doing it. I can just take it off, remove it. It's super easy. And there you go. There you go. And then you just put it back on. Putting it back on took me a few tries because I was like even here, I have it wrong. It's easy, you just gotta remember how to put it back on. And there we go. Dude, this is the boot and honestly exceeded my expectations. I just wanna talk about the silhouette and why I chose this story at fall. If I didn't post a picture of the Yves Saint Laurents already, I'm gonna do it now. So you can see here, wherever I put it. They have, with this silhouette, it's a very high ankle. It honestly starts to touch the bottom of your calf. How I said earlier that I wanted to talk about what I liked and the things that I have to get used to, that is by far the main thing that I have to get used to. As we all know, with premium leather, more often than not, you're gonna have to break it in. Because these go so high up and it's stiff, it honestly feels like my ankle is in those protective sleeves that athletes would wear in case they, if they're just coming off of a ankle injury or anything like that, how they would wrap it up tight so that way there's not much movement, there's a ton of stability in your ankle. That's how this feels. That's how this feels. You can't move and flex, at least right off the bat. You can't move and flex your ankle. You just can't. If you get tackled, this probably would help save your ankle from snapping. Honestly and truly. Once it breaks in, once the leather becomes more malleable, these zippers, they feel quality. They go all the way down. I don't know if it's me because I'm just new to this kind of boot, whatever, but you essentially have to take off the harness in order to zip it all the way down, or I could probably like scooch it through and then pull it down, but whatever. Zips all the way down so that way you can get your foot in easily. It's just, for me at least, something I'm really gonna have to get used to. I've never worn something like this before. Your foot is locked in once you wear these. And I don't say that to make it sound uncomfortable or anything like that. It's just, you have to keep that in mind. If you've never worn something like this, you're going to have to get used to it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna have to get used to it. Also, another thing you're gonna have to get used to, like I'm gonna have to get used to, is the heel. The heel progressively has gotten higher for me when purchasing that style of boot. That, no lace, just pull on style of boot. So if you're a shorter guy, that works in your favor because at least, if you have like insecurities about being short when you're out and about, dude, these will easily add 1.5 to 2 inches, about 2 inches to your height. I'm 5'9", I'm knocking on 6 feet tall when I wear these, so I ain't mad at it. In my opinion, I always opt for high boots. There are other harness boots, like for instance, Thursday makes a harness boot that is beautiful, but it doesn't have the heel height that I was looking for and the ankle height that I'm looking for. And that's why I say, especially for the price point, the Story at Fall edition of the Wyatt harness boot is damn near to the T. That's pretty much everything. I believe it comes in a suede tan colorway as well. Suede tan and this all black leather. Price point, these ran me $375. I do not have an issue with spending within my means, spending a premium price for a premium good, because I know it's gonna last me for a very, very, very long time, especially if you care for it as you should. Yeah, that's about it. This was a very, very weird process to get to this unboxing, but nonetheless, thank you all so much for watching. I forgot once again to tell you to subscribe at the beginning of the video, but my new animations, those reminded you, so I'm so glad I have them. If you have not done so, if you like this content, please, 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 we're almost at 500 subscribers. Hit like, comment, subscribe. You won't be sorry. that's the best I got for you right now. You won't be sorry. So, as always, till we put the pieces together again, folks. Later.